Hey guys, we're going to get knee deep into polynomial multiplication. We'll be looking at 4 problems. Here's the first of them. When you're asked to get the product, okay, one thing you want to identify is this guy outside the parentheses is just one term. Okay, they're not separated by pluses or minuses. Then you come in the parentheses, you'll realize that you've got this as a term, the minus sign, and then this as a term. So this is a binomial. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and simply distribute him to each term, and that'll take care of business. Okay, so 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. He's got a C. He's got 6 of them, so together they got 7. He's got 4 D's. He's got 5, so we've got D to the 9. Done. Right. Next is that minus sign. 2 times this invisible 1 is 2. C with 3 of them is 4, C4 to the 4th, and 4 D's with an extra one is D to the 5th, and that takes care of the product, okay, of polynomial multiplication. Now we have a new product, okay, so it should be very similar. However, here you'll notice that this binomial has the 2 terms, right, separated by a minus sign, and this guy's got 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms. So we're going to simply distribute the same way, except he's going to go into the 3, then he'll go into the 3. Alright? So 5x times x cubed is 5x to the 4th. Alright, that's done. Now we got 5x times minus 5x, which is minus 25x squared. And we'll distribute that one more time and get 10x. Alright. Now the second set of distribution, I'll go blue and see if that helps any. We've now got a negative 3 times x cubed, so negative 3x cubed. We have a negative 3 times a minus 5x, so that's plus. Got a piece of that bout. We left off at negative 3 times minus 5x, so that's plus 15x. And minus 3 times plus 2, which is minus 6. Now we do what we always do, is basically simplify, aka combine like terms. Nobody else has a 4th exponent, so we got him. Nobody else has a 3rd exponent. Second exponent. We do have this term and this term sharing an x, so let's go and combine them. That gives us 25x. Done, and then the minus 6. Alright. Next, we'll be finding the product of this bad boy. Very similar to what we've already done. However, you should know that the cube means this quantity times itself 3 times. So let's go ahead and do that service to our eyes so we can see what we're working with. Right? That's really what that means. So essentially, unless you're really advanced or something like that with your math, because you do the 3 at the same time. However, most of us could probably only handle 2 at a time. So what I'm going to do here is, alright, I'm going to kind of put 1 here on the side. Okay, leave him alone, and then I'm just going to take care of these 2 for now. Alright, so x times x is x squared. X times minus 2y is minus 2xy. This times this is also minus 2xy. And notice that I'm organizing the variables in alphabetical order, okay, xy. So here, although you have minus 2yx, I'm just switching them so that they're nice and organized. And then lastly, I'll multiply these 2, which is plus 4y squared. Alright. And as we proceed here, we want to notice that these 2 terms have the same term, right? X and y. So let's go and combine that real quick here. Bring this guy along. He's alone. This is minus 4xy plus 4y squared. I have a binomial. I now have a trinomial that I will be multiplying. Okay. I'm not going to draw the lines here so it doesn't get messy, but I am going to distribute him to these three, and then him to these three in that order, so you can kind of trace back if you're a little iffy. Okay, so x cubed, and then I have 4x squared y. He has an x and he has an x, so it becomes an x squared. And here at the end I now have x into him, so I'm going to have 4x, the y squared stays. I'm going to go blue here. Again, see if that helps. I'm now going to distribute him, so I'm going to have a minus 2x squared y, minus 2x squared y. I'm going to take him with him, and I've got a plus 8 xy squared. And I'm going to take him with him, and I have a minus 8 y with this y squared is y cubed. Alright. Now, that taking inventory means combine like terms, right? Simplify. So I have x cubed. Done. Now you have to be careful, okay? This thing can play tricks on your eyes. So I'm looking now for x squared y. Found him. That's it. So he's got a minus 4, he's got a minus 2, so I got a minus 6x squared y. Next, I'm looking for xy squared, so that's a plus 12xy squared. Alright, and lastly I'm left with this cat right here, 8y cubed. Done and done. Alright. You might want to take one last look, see if you can simplify further, but that's not the case here. Alright, next up, I'm presenting you with a table of very valuable information. At very minimum, okay, you might want to skip this portion here unless you want to really be detailed, but you do want to link Pascal's triangle, okay, these coefficients, to these types of binomial multiplications. Alright. What essentially this is saying is anytime that you expand these binomials, alright, they're going to have these structures, alright, and significant to the Pascal's triangle are the coefficients alone. So for example here you'll notice he's got a 1, he's got a 1. This next one, he's got a 1, 2, 1, so that's how they extracted, so on and so forth. Okay, this one's 1, 3, 3, 1, and that's what they've pulled out, just the coefficients. Alright. Which takes us to this exercise problem. Alright, so in this case, this one is a little intense. Okay, just try your best, and we can explore it further in class. What you want to do here, and I want to just get to the nitty-gritty so you can attempt to perform it tomorrow in class. Alright, is because you see this exponent of 4, you want to create 5 brackets. Alright. 5 sets of brackets, and it'll make a little more sense in a little bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take each one of these two terms and list them over and over. Okay, so we're going to go 4x, and then 3, 4x. Right, so again, this is kind of like a little shortcut to what could be a really messy situation in terms of having all these products everywhere. Alright, so far I think this is very doable, right? See the exponent, list that many brackets plus 1, and then take each one of those terms, plug them in their own set of parentheses. Alright. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and, I will do it here in a different color, is you want to start off with this highest exponent here and 0 there, right? What's going to happen, he's going to decrease by 1, he's going to increase by 1, so this one becomes 3, 1, this one becomes 2, 2, this one goes down to 1, this one goes up to 3, and lastly this one goes down to 0, this one goes up to 4. Alright. Now this is the link with Pascal's triangle. Okay, and I'll show you there in a bit. Now as you can see, I've got everything organized. The only thing I'm missing are the coefficients themselves. So let me go and take a peek over here. And for a binomial expansion of fourth degree, we've got the following coefficients: 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Right? So I'm going to introduce that: 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. All right. Now at this point, we're going to stop here and carry out the multiplication in class, because I would like to see you guys at least get this far. So from here, we'll finish completing it in class. Thanks guys for your time. Just make sure you can get this far. Okay, and I'll see you in class.